Abby and I had a class together. We had a metalsmithing class together, and that's kind of where we fell in love without really even kind of realizing it. After we kind of started dating and stuff, I don't know, I would write notes to her every day in class. We'd have class every Monday together, and she'd get a note.
I don't know what he did with all the letters I gave him, but I kept all the ones he gave me, and he'll scribble song lyrics on some of them every once in a while. Are we almost done? Two, please. I'm sorry. You're good. Trees, perfect. This one also has trees. Wait, hold on. Do we have a water background to go with this? Do you want to sit by the food? I want to sit by the drinks. So Jack and I met for the first time. We were both working at Movie Tavern.
She was bartending, and I was just running food. She has her bright colored hair, and she had like, you know, a full face of makeup on. She wears like very bold lip colors and stuff, and so I was very intimidated by her at first. I thought that she was too pretty to talk to.
You know, we were work friends, saw each other, and I would tease him a lot. But then I quit Movie Tavern, and I didn't see him after that. And then about a year later or so, we met again in a metals class.
She was like the first person that I saw walking in the room, and I didn't quite like believe it for a second.
I sat in the very back and he sat in the front, and I remember I still had him on Snapchat from work, and so I sent him a photo of himself from the back of the classroom.
That's how I noticed her in that class, and then for the next 3 semesters we took classes together, so that's kind of where our relationship started.
We took another metalsmithing class together, and I started doing art projects in his garage.
And spent a lot, like hours and hours on end, like late into the night together, just working on stuff, poking fun at each other, listening to music, having a good time.
And so after a little bit, we realized that like we weren't just friends.
A lot of our classmates and our professors knew that we were in love way before that we did. We finally tell everybody, hey, we're dating, and everybody's like, ha, that's so surprising.
Actually just voila.
Yesterday went really smoothly. I'm really glad it went so well. Everyone has been really great about not wanting me to do anything, wanting to do everything for me.
A lot of the anxiety leading up to this was planning, absolutely, and it's relieving to see in front of me the largest support group that Abby and I have, how many people that are here for us and love us.
It was really nice. I liked seeing everyone together, and everyone got to meet everyone else, which is really great. I think everyone's gonna have a good time. I know the food's good, so I'm not worried about that.
Even like seeing her on the altar without her dress and everything like that did a lot for me. So I realized it's just nerves, you know?
I love him so much, and I'm so excited to be his wife.
I am so excited to start the rest of our lives together today. I cannot fathom how excited I am for this day. I am so glad to be spending this time with you, but I think most of the things that I want to say are going to be in my vows, so I'm holding on to those as well. You're so good at that.
Hot pretending?
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll be doing it for our whole marriage, probably.
Oh, wow.
Pretending that you're not so stinky.
Right.
Stinky smell.
Right. I guess I'll have to work on that, huh?
Jack and Abigail have decided today to affirm their love by the lighting of a unity candle. They have asked those in their family to be a part of this ceremony, and in doing so, they signal to their desire not only to join as one in their union, but to unite two families together as one.
Abigail, I've only known you for a short part of my life, but the longer I know you, the more I realize that I've been missing a part of myself the whole time. I am so impossibly excited to spend the rest of my life with my best friend. I am so glad to be who I am with you, and I'm so grateful for the families that I've inherited and created with you. Together we've done and seen so much, and it brings me so much joy that we get to start the next adventure together today.
Jack, last year I created an art piece. I created a box for someone I love that smells like them. I didn't make one for you, and there are a few reasons which I didn't, and I'll get to those. But first, I want to tell you what I put in your box. In your box, I would put cedar and pine and bourbon and maple, clove, orange, cinnamon, and fabric softener. I would put breakfast and cartoons, dinner with our friends, and holiday dinners with family. I would put summer evenings, fall mornings, spring days, and winter nights, long car rides to get late night snacks, and camping at a ranch. So, Jack, I did not make a box for you, because you smell like a beautiful full life, and you can't possibly put that in a box.
Abigail, I promise to support you in all that you do and to carry your burdens whenever you're in need. I promise to guide you and be guided by you in every journey we take. And I promise to hold you close through every up and down. I promise to make the most out of every moment with you. And finally, I promise to love you wholly and fully with all of my heart, forever and always.
My vow to you is to laugh with you, to grow with you, to show you every day how much I love you, and to never limit you because you are my one in particular. And I will show you that every day, and I will never put our love in a box.
Jack, will you take Abigail to be your lawfully wedded wife from this day forward, to have and to hold, in good times and bad, for richer or for poor, in sickness and in health? Will you love, honor, and cherish her for as long as you both shall live? If so, please say I do.
I do.
Abigail, will you take Jack to be your lawfully wedded husband from this day forward, to have and to hold, in good times and bad, for richer or for poor, in sickness and in health? Will you love, honor, and cherish him for as long as you both shall live? If so, please say I do.
I do.
Abigail, with this ring, I marry you and bind my life to yours.
It is a symbol of my eternal love, my everlasting friendship, and the promise of all of my tomorrows.
By the power vested in me by the state of Texas, I now pronounce you lawfully married, husband and wife. And Jack, you may now kiss your wife.
As a kid, Abby was the same as she is now, honestly. Stubborn, creative, but fiercely independent.
I don't think about
Abby could not be contained. She wanted to conquer the world without anyone's help. Jack, with you, Abby has found someone that fosters her independence, someone to help her conquer the world. I know that as long as she has you, she will always be supported. We all know Abby's a planner. I have always admired her for that, but the one thing I've always looked up to her is her passion and her drive. But the one thing a passionate person needs in their life is a lifeline and a supporter. And Jack, you have been there for her no matter what. I know Abby is a planner, but there's no way that she could have planned fate. I got that was good. I love you like you've been in this family for years, and I'm so grateful Abby found you at that crusty movie tower.
Never hearing me talk to myself in the morning anymore. With it all just turning, 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 turning. You don't think about it.
I would always try to get in Jack's bed if I was afraid of the dark. Jack has been there for a long time. There was one night where Jack did not want me to sleep in bed with him, obviously. And he tried to push me off, and to get back at him, I pretended to play dead when my head hit the corner of his Jack shedding some tears, shaking my dead body. What that taught me is that I know that in the last moments, you're always going to have my back. Feeling the love in this room and the love from both families and friends, I feel like everybody in this room has my back and we have each other's backs.
Jack is like a completely different guy I've ever met. He is the best big brother, second best big brother Matt.
As soon as I met you, I knew that you and Abby were soulmates. You bring a balance to our family I didn't even know we were missing. I am so proud of you both and the life you've created together, and I wish you nothing but adventure and joy in your future. I wish you both this day.
But we don't talk about it.